Hey guys, Geek41 here, and today we're going to be having a look at the Transformers Dark of the Moon Sci-fi revoltech series number 38 Bumblebee action figure. Finally, I got this figure. I've been waiting him for a month now. I ordered him on March 31st, and I got him from Japan. I made a mistake of buying him from Japan, but it's the only cheap price I could find on Amazon to get him for. But here is the box for Bumblebee. This is the revoltech Bumblebee. It's just like any other revoltech figure. I got the picture of the action figure here. This looks like a movie image rather than an action figure. Top here, you got Transformers Dark of the Moon. As this Bumblebee is the Bumblebee from Dark of the Moon, because he has the upgraded breast or chest upgraded area there. Sculpted by Watanabe Uki. I think that's how you pronounce it. Here you got a cool image of Bumblebee and some Japanese Sci-fi revoltech. Series number 38, GM. At the bottom got the revoltech joint information, how to work it. Series number 38. On the side you got more stuff. In the back you got some pictures, product shots. You got the how to operate and maneuver the gauntlets on the chest, on the shoulders, the shoulder gauntlets area. I got the cannon, how to work that. Then you got his battle mask image. Got more pictures of him. And then once you open it up, you got the bubble casing which the figure is in. And then you got some more pictures from not a Bumblebee, but from the Dark of the movie. You got Optimus being a badass, as he always is. Bumblebee being awesome, as he always is, and the Chicago Tower, the jumping scene, the Bumblebee being more awesome. Sentinel Prime being a asshole, and then you got Shockwave just standing there being awesome looking. I have the figure on hand with me, so yeah, we'll begin doing a review of that, and I'll be back. Here is Bumblebee out of his package, and there's only one word that describes this action figure of Bumblebee from the movie, and it is just epic. That's all I have to say. This is just the best representation of Bumblebee from the movie. In terms of detail, paint, sculpt, and articulation and accessories, this is the one to get. This is by far the best Bumblebee action figure. This is just awesome. All the detail and paint is just amazing on it. Now, I caution you, I like to keep my reviews short, sweet, and easy, and that is very difficult to do, but this review, just the sheer amount of detail, paint, sculpt, and accessories, this will be a lengthy review, so I recommend you get a snack, get a drink, get a snack, eat some food or something, and get comfortable, get cozy in the bed, and watch this review, because it's going to be a long review. I caution you. Alright, so here's Bumblebee, and he is just awesome. Now, I do have some nitpicks and major flaws that I have with Bumblebee, but this is just a great action figure. Just look at the sculpting on the face. I mean, it looks just like Bumblebee. I mean, just all amazing. And you notice what's also amazing is I got new lighting. Yay! Yeah, one on the left side, one on the right side. But anyways, onto the figure. In terms of, let's just look at the detail first. First off, let's get a close-up of that face sculpt, and that face sculpt is just beautiful. Just beautiful. That definitely looks like Bumblebee. You look at this guy, it looks like Bumblebee. Now you think that the metal would just be one solid color. You're wrong. Turn to the back, it's all different sorts of shading. Got dark silver, light silver, medium silver, like a what do you call it? A dark gunmetal, a light gunmetal. It's just all different variations of silver paint and metal paint. It's just all great. You can see the sculpting underneath of the pistons under his chest area. Got the license plate, the crotch area. Even the crotch is detailed. I'm sorry to get a zoom on his crotch there, but it's very nicely detailed there too. The shoulder pads there, his bracelet armor there, his you look at the fingers, you can see some of the wires and little pistons in there too, of how he moves the joints in his fingers. And you can see his total of 4 fingers there. You can see the tire, it's all black painted, just looks just like a tire. The door with the clear plastic piece here. You can see this is also articulated. Got this door, this panel here. Also got some nice detail there. Nice silver paint applications. In the movie, these two pieces right here are the back headlights. I wish this was painted red to outline that, but it's with all the sheer amount of detail and paint, you really are not going to notice that at all, so it doesn't really matter. Looking at the feet, it looks like he has a toenail. Look at those bumblebee feet. Look at those bumblebee feet. You see the tire acts like a joint for his feet, his foot there. You can see it pivots forward. Got the knee pad like Optimus Prime has. Very cool. He also does have a joint in this back toe area, which I'll get to the articulation why I don't like that. Got some more gunmetal pieces. Got the more armor there. Even has the Autobot logo, which you guys are not gonna notice at all, but there's an Autobot logo sporting on his headpiece there. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. He is a very chunky Autobot. He's very small, but he's very chunky at the same time. If you look at Optimus, he's very tall and slim compared to Bumblebee. He's small and a little more bulky, which I don't mind, but this figure, that does hinder the articulation. Speaking of articulation, in terms of articulation, there is a bunch of articulation. Now, revoltech figures normally have a great amount of articulation, so let's go over that first. He does have the revoltech joints in these door pieces here, so it can go forward and back. You can rotate it. You can position it in any way you want, so it's a lot of range of movement there. It's the normal revoltech joint. He has a ball joint in his head. There's a joint right there and a joint in the neck, so it can go down and all the way up like that and rotate. His arms go all the way up, so you can put deodorant in his armpits. Wait, never mind. No, you cannot. He bends at the elbow. He also rotates, but be careful because they can pop out sometimes. He has a revoltech joint in his hand, so it can pivot and rotate and pivot still. He has a double ab crunch revoltech joint in his torso area there. Very nicely done. He has a revoltech joint in the spikes coming out of his stomach there. Very nicely done. His legs go all the way forward, and they go all the way back. They can go outward about. I just popped that leg in. They can go outward about that much, and he is double jointed about that much. It doesn't act as a double joint knee, just more of a single joint knee. But if it was single joint, you would probably get this much movement instead of this much movement. Tell me which one you prefer. He does have articulation in this big fat toe here, and this really bugs me because he does have articulation in this back toe area, but since he does have that, you really have to maneuver that well enough to get him to stand, and standing is an issue for him. Bumblebee cannot stand well. It's very hard to position these back toes here just to get him in a good position for him to stand. So there is the detail on articulation, and we will get to the accessories. Accessory time. So before I go over to the accessories, what I want to show you first is how to transform his shoulder Gatling guns, whatever you call it, shoulder guns. That's easy enough to say. So what you want to do is first, I find easy, is to remove the head and put it aside. And what you want, I'm just going to be demonstrating on one. Let's do on both. So what you want to do, we're going to start with the right side. You lift this panel up, and there's the gauntlet right there, the shoulder cannon. Then what you want to do is you pivot that upward, and then you have to, very tricky and very gingerly, you have to rotate it like so, and then put it back down, and then rotate this way, so the missiles are pointing more this way rather than doing it this way. So, and then yeah, it will pop out, and that is a pain in the butt, but you will have to get used to it. if you want to pose them like this. And then there is one. Do the same for the other side. Let's put that up. Rotate that. Make sure the joint is at a good position. And then just pivot this downward. And again, I said this is very tricky. You have to be very gingerly with your fingers. I have very thin fingers, so it's a little bit more easy for me to do. If you have very chunky fingers, I'm sorry, it'll be more difficult. But there is both the shoulder machine guns. I keep calling you different names. You can position it whatever way you want, and then you just pop on the head. Now, he also comes with an alternate head, which is the battle mask head, and you simply just remove the joint from his regular head. You can take the revoltech joint, just pop it in there, peg it in there, and you just peg it in his neck, and there you have his battle mask on his head, and very nicely detailed. You still have the Autobot logo on his forehead there, and he does have the battle mask detail. Very nicely detailed, his battle mask. You got the glasses, sort of say, or the eyepieces there, the faceplate. Very cool. Kind of creepy looking when I first saw this. When I first saw the Transformers movies and I saw his faceplate, I was like, ew, that's creepy. So, in terms of other weaponry, he also comes with his arm cannon. And the arm cannon arm cannon is very nicely detailed. Again, different shades of metal, black. Got some nice silver and dark silver area. Got the gold around the barrel here. What you want to do is you want to remove the arm piece there, and there are these. Which side is it on? Okay, so there are these grooves here, and what you want to do is you peg off the bracelet armor there, the forearm armor, and then you take this peg and you slot into these grooves here. And there you have the arm cannon, and then you peg it into his arm. Now that is very difficult for me to do because it just pops out, and everything wants to pop out after that. So there he is in full battle mode, looking awesome. His other accessories, he also comes with a stand, just a normal black stand. Got two pegals right there. You just, if you want to put in different positions, you can. This one doesn't really want to peg in there. Yeah, one's smaller, one's bigger. That is not what she said. Just peg it in there. And it does activate on revoltech joint. And there's a peggle in his below his genital, and just peg it in there if you want to get him flying poses. Honestly, I don't really give two rats about these stands. They're just a piece of crap to me, to be honest with you. I don't really like them. It also comes with a nameplate with Bumblebee Transformers Dark of the Moon 2011. 3 years ago the movie came out. He also comes with two sets of hands, two of the open palm hands. Right now I have it on his regular hand. Again, nicely detailed. Got the wires and the joints there. Very cool, but nice. He had the little mini revoltech joints there to articulate the fingers. That one very brittle. And then he also comes with a normal head, and then I can't seem to find it, but he also comes with two sets of fisted hands. Oh, there is the other fisted hand. This is his right hand. This is the right hand. So very nicely painted and detailed. So put that aside, and then of course he also comes with a crate here. We just put all the accessories in. And then this was a little bit too big. Then you can just close that and done. Accessories. Size comparison time. So the revoltech Bumblebee stands at about almost 5.5 inches, almost. And if you lift the doors up, it's almost 6.5 inches. It's about 6.5 inches. Here is compared to the Jaeger from Pacific Rim Gypsy Danger, who is a normal 7-inch action figure. This is done by NECA. Great action figure. Check out my review on him. Here is compared to another companion of his, the legendary badass of being badass, Optimus Prime. And this is the revoltech Optimus Prime. So here's other companion. Sadly, these are the only two figures that revoltech has made from the Transformers movie line. This is definitely a great action figure too. I highly recommend this Optimus. So yeah, final verdict on the revoltech Bumblebee. This is a great action figure. This is definitely the best interpretation and best action figure of Bumblebee. Now, yeah, you guys probably noticing I didn't say he doesn't transform. Well, go to the review, use your damn head. He doesn't transform. There's no way he can transform. And I've noticed that the only way, if you want the most detailed transformer ever, is you really have to have him not transform. Unless it's a very simplistic alt mode for the transformer, then yeah, it's probably going to be accurate. Now Hasbro has been improving with their action figures, so if from the alt mode to the robot mode, like the Transformer Prime toy line and the Age of Extinction toy line, which the Invasion mode Optimus is looking beautiful, by the way, and Hasbro's improving. But if you want to go the most detailed and most playability wise, go to revoltech. The DMK model kits are more for adult collectors. So are revoltech, but revoltech can be kids too. But there's a lot of small parts on this. So yeah, this figure is definitely getting a strong 9.5 out of 10. Faults that it has is it cannot stand for crap, and those two joints down there are unnecessary. Also, it would have been nice if we could have gotten a better stand than this piece of crap right here. But then that's just my little nitpick. But the biggest issue, which gets 5 points down, is just the way he just won't be able to stand. And right now, I have him a little bit leaning. But let me get the doors positioned better. It's annoying the crap out of me. So yeah, Bumblebee gets definitely a 4.5 out of 5 and a 9.5 out of 10. This is a great action figure. I bought him on Amazon for $53.99 plus about $4.99 shipping. I bought him from Japan. It took him a month to come to my door, and they packaged him nicely. He was in great condition. So I highly recommend this action figure. If I had to say, if you had to choose one between Optimus or Bumblebee, it depends on who you like more. Obviously, Optimus is my favorite. I'd go with Optimus any day. In terms of more detail, definitely goes to Bumblebee because he's more detailed and painted. In terms of sculpt, more playability and more articulation goes to him because he can move into more positions because of his articulation, and just there's no clunky joints. Bumblebee has more clunky parts on his body, which makes him more, you can't compact him, you cannot articulate him more because it's getting hindered like that, compared to Optimus, who just goes smoothly. So yeah, Optimus for the win. So yeah, like, favorite, subscribe if you enjoyed this review. Like my videos, subscribe. Please subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay. It's up to your choice. But I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe. So yeah, it's Geek41 signing out. Bye guys.